Saturday, May 25th, 6:58 p.m. New York time. Welcome to Winning Wall Street's Money. If you want to get access to the videos, have notification when they're posted, well, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you want to get access to the same day they're released, I have a Patreon page. The link's below. And I have a PayPal and Venmo accounts. If you'd like to give a donation one time, show me how much you want to support this YouTube channel. Links below. Dow 30 index, one of the oldest United States stock indexes, currently has 30 companies listed in it. It's alphabetical order on the left. It's a watch list. It shows the last price. That alone does not let you know what the weighted average is in the index. What that means is, since there's 30 companies in the index, some have much more effect on price change. Price change, pause, price change, got it? Did you think about that? So one company's stock, it moves, another company's stock moves. One has a larger effect on the index. So looking here on the left, not alphabetical order, but the weighted average. Currently, this gets adjusted, but currently, United Health represents over 8% of the stock index of the Dow 30. Let's look at the next top three. Goldman Sachs, over 7%. Microsoft, over 7%. That's huge. So when those prices move, they affect the index much more than the bottom three. Intel, less than 1%. Verizon, less than 1%. And Cisco Systems, less than 1%. So again, when these prices on the stock index move, much smaller impact on the index. But let's go back up here. We know the top three are diversified. United Health, Goldman Sachs, Microsoft, technology, healthcare, finance, different industries. Let's look to the fourth and the fifth. Caterpillar, manufacturing, Home Depot, retail. They're in the 5+%. And what's below 2%? Look, all these below 2%. Walt Disney, 1.69. 3M, 1.69. Nike, 1.5. The point is diversify the index, and they're not all heavily weighted just on the finance or the technology. Let's go to the index now. So the Dow 30 this past week, made an all-time new high. All-time new high, outstanding. Record high. And then it sold off. Broke below the low of the prior week, inside midpoint from this week right here, this green candle. Big sell-off. Already labeled midpoint. And look, for this year, here's the low of this year. So we're much closer to the high of the year than the low of the year. But that big solid candle is very bearish. So let's look at the leadership. Because again, that index that I just showed you, weighted average, we're going to see who's the best winners. We want to see who's trending up. Green candle, higher high, higher low. First, what we just saw here on the Dow, made a higher high and a lower low. But again, it closed near the bottom. Let's see who's better than that to be investing in. Apple's one of them, green, higher high, higher low. It did not make an all-time high for this year. It's still below the high of last year. Yeah, that's not the best leadership, but it certainly turned around. Amgen, red for the week. Just like the index. Look at that. Lower high, lower low. Amazon, red, lower low, lower high. American Express, outstanding. Look at that, made a new high for the year and then sold off below, just like the Dow. Just like the Dow. And let's look at that again. American Express on the weighted average to see where it's the representation of percentage. Yep, less than 4%. Let's continue. Boeing, much closer to the low of the year. Here's the high of the year. Here's the when it gap down. Here's the low of the year. Made a higher high and a lower low, close below the low. Terrible. Caterpillar, again, red, lower, 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 high. Sorry. Caterpillar made a higher high and then it went below. Bad shape. Salesforce. Well, closed red, closed below that low of last week. Not the best. Cisco. Wow, new low for the year. Bad. Chevron. Red, lower, low, lower, high. Huge consolidation here. Broke below it, rejected it, and closed back inside. Yep, it's still a very red candle, a very bearish candle, but the buyer stepped in here. So if you're bullish and want to own the stock, that's a place to consider to look at doing some advanced strategies, bull pull spreads. Huge consolidation. And already buyers are showing going there. Disney. No surprise. Yep, red, lower, low, lower, high. Momentum's down. So more likely, and already it broke below and closed below. This midpoint here has a higher probability it's going to go down deeply to the impulse move here. Dow Chemical, red, lower, low, lower, high. So notice this huge consolidation here. That's a swing point. Buyer stepped in the reverse. Red candle, lower, low, lower, high. Bearish candle because it closed below midpoint. But look at that big wick. Buyers already stepping in. They're willing to buy here. Again, may still go lower and test here. Goldman Sachs, new high for the year. Outstanding. Close red, higher high, higher low. The market closed red, so you're surprised that closed red. New high. So that's leadership. Look at that. Outstanding. Goldman Sachs. Home Depot. New low for the year. Terrible. Way below the highs from here. Swing high. Wow. Terrible. Let's zoom in some more. So here we have the highs of 2021. Wow. I need to update that later. A very bearish candle. Big retail. Look at that. Also broke below here, which is interesting. See this big green candle? Extreme bullish green candle, huge volume. And we broke below that and closed below that. First, when we look at the competition, lows. Just as bad shape. So it's across the board on those two. Honeywell, yeah, red, lower, low, lower, high. IBM, turning around. Green made a higher high, higher low. Bearish pin bar, tested midpoint there, rejected it. Nice. So one could see potential here. We might retest this swing point up here, some part of it or all of it before we go deep down here. Intel. Yep. Huge consolidation down here, just holding near the lows of the year. Johnson & Johnson, same thing. Huge dump. Very bearish candle. JP Morgan, also new high for the year. Outstanding. What was that? Goldman Sachs and JP Morgan. So the financials are definitely running high. Several of them. Coca-Cola coming off that high. Big red candle. McDonald's, new low for the year. Huge dump, very bearish. 3M, red, extremely bearish candle. But holding up there, did not close below. Wow. Sure, it's closer to the highs of the year. So still maybe you can have that test here. Merck, red, lower low. Nope, sorry, made a higher high, higher low. Huge consolidation, smaller trading range, building a wedge, a coil, Let's see which way that breaks out. Microsoft new high for the year. Broke above that impulse move up finally. So down here, some bullish signals. Momentum went up to test that impulse move down. Or fine, broke above it, closed above it. Nice new high for the year. So it's not just finance. Retail Nike, garbage. Put that down here. Small trading range. Very small candle. Procter Gamble, also new high for the year. Travelers, red for the week. Building a big consolidation over here. Yep, makes sense. Buyers are there, buyers are there. And United Health, remember I showed you? It's the largest weighted one. Made an inside candle for the week, solid body, equivalent to a red. Verizon, red for the week, lower low, lower high. Communications. Let's look at its competition. AT&T, which used to be on the Dow 30. Yep, garbage also. Wow. Yeah, both of them. We can look at this Verizon here again. Huge consolidation here. Not impressed. Walmart, new high for the year. Outstanding. Retail, but one of the better ones. Small trading range compared to the prior week. So you know the competition for Walmart? I showed you who the competition Home Depot was, Lowe's. I showed you who the competition was, Verizon, AT&T. Who's the competition for Walmart? Brick and mortar store. Target. There we go, Target. A huge dump. Wow. Very close to the low of the year. Huge dump. Walmart, new high for the year. Both in the retail, big box stores, big difference in the performance. So again, we have several of them I showed you outperforming the index, making all-time new highs, outstanding, and focus on leadership. Strong companies, even in a down market. When the market's going down like this, if you're buying the dips, you want to buy the dips, the ones that are strong, reflecting strength. Walmart showing strength on a down market. This is one of the ones to look to buy the dips. Thank you as always for spending just a little bit of your time with me. That's it for the video. Thanks for watching.